Hello, YouTube fans. Here again. And it doesn't look like the dulcet was set to come, but it's pissing it down. You can hear it out there. And it's missable. Typical. I knew the sun wouldn't last long. I knew that Aladdin's sun would not last long. However, that's not why I'm speaking. Why I'm speaking? I remember talking about Wonny Piper, May Rest. I remember talking about a little bit about this film. So why not? Why not? So let's talk a little bit about They Live and do, how can I put it? A review of They Live. Why not? One of my favourite films, one of my favourite John Carpenter films. Fuck it, without ado. So in 1988, John Carpenter decided he wasn't going to do. For people who know what that is, it's Halloween 4. Because 1982, he did Halloween 3. And he wanted to do an authority story. He didn't have any more Michael Mathers in it. None of this. He wanted to do, if it was a success, he was going to do an Halloween film every year. The next Halloween film he was going to do was about an haunted house. And it was never to be because Halloween 3 in 1982 didn't hit figures like the first one and the second one. I told us now, we all know Halloween 3, it's a cult classic, it's a very underestimated film. Some people still boo it because it's got Michael Mathers in it. Some people love it. But at the time, it didn't hit box office records. So in 1987, he had the success of doing another film called Prince of Darkness. Never seen Prince of Darkness? Damn good horror film. He went a bit into fantasy adventure films, let's say like Big Trouble in Little China. He decided to step the mark this time and go into sci-fi with a bit of filler. That being, They Live. So instead of doing Halloween, he decided to do this one. I like Halloween 4, but then after that, the others sucked. You already know why. Go back to the days of Halloween 5, 6, remake, so on. This, on the other hand, I love this film. It's sci-fi, it's horror, it's a thriller. I wouldn't say it's horror. You want to go into sci-fi or go into John Carpenter's The Thing. With this, what you get is more of a thriller. And I think rightly at the time he was going to get Turk Russell to play the role. But instead, at the time, Turk Russell, he didn't want to do any more John Carpenter films. Understandable. You know, at the time, he did Elvis the Movie in 79. He did Escape from New York in 81. And in 1982, I just said it, he did The Thing. So, at the time, he decided to do this film, being They Live. Science fiction, it's a thriller, it's a good one. And he decided to get an unknown actor playing the role. Obviously, Waddy Piper was a wrestler, so he got Waddy Piper to get the role instead. And I like this film. I like it. It's like one of them. It's like if you like the TV series, The Invasion, if you like the other classic series, V, it's very similar. Very similar. It's aliens, they come on Earth, they look like us, but the only difference is if you put these special glasses on, you actually see them for what they are. You see them as what they are, these special sunglasses. Now, it starts off, he's down on his luck, he's poor, he's stink, he's pass, he's trying to get a job, nobody will help him, the job centre does that. But because he's got skills, he's been in the building trade, out of luck, he sort of gets a job. He's too homeless, the rich is getting richer, the poor's getting poorer. And it's like most John Carpenter films, it's expensive. There's bits in there, doing you think something's going on. Money Piper wants to know what it is. And he goes into his house, he finds all these sunglasses, he puts them on, and that's when he sees these fucking things. He basically sees these alien-like people disguised as human beings. The only way you can see them as what they are is by them sunglasses. And all the way through the film, he's got a mate. And if you think you've seen him before, he played in John Carpenter's The Thing. And he's trying to prove his mate. There's a tacit scene, and I think right, they auditioned the fight scene Really good fight scene, really good, or pronounce the word right, but really good fight scene. They're twatting one another. The fight scene goes on for about a solid hour, but it really is a good fight scene. Eventually, he gets the sun tasses on him. He proves to his mate that these things, as the film says, they live. He proves it. He meets this woman on the way, and she thinks he's off his head and kicks him out. And then, another halfway through the film, she comes back and she shows him. She knows herself, but there's a bit of a twist there, a bit of a twist. So in the film, they're shooting these things. I always remember the scene where he breaks into a bank. Before all this, and he's on the run, by the way. He breaks into a bank, and I love the line he says, "I'm here to do bubbly-dum and kick ass, and I'm old less of bubbly-dum." And he's shooting all these aliens, what look like these bigging things, and I love it. I love it. So he's on the run. Often people don't believe him because after how you're going to prove that these humans are actually aliens. There's a funny bit in it where, let's not forget, this is an 80s film, so Ronald Reagan was alive back then. And there's a bit where you got Ronald Reagan on TV making an announcement. He's got the tasses on, and you see Ronald Reagan as one of them aliens. That makes me chuckle, that bit. I mean, I had a few chuckles there. And like I say, he meets the woman on the way, and again, they've got a shootout. He's shooting people, and it turns out the woman's double tossed him. She's working for these aliens. She kills his mate. He goes to shoot her. He gets a lucky hit, and he shoots her. And he's about to blow up this satellite dish. He's about to blow up a satellite dish to show what these things look like. And he does, he gets lucky, he blows up the satellite dish, but then he gets shot himself, and Ronnie Piper, you got the idea, he dies. It dies, it sucks. It sucks in many ways. I mean, it sucks because, but this one I think it deserved a little bit of a downbeat ending. He knew what was going to be his fate, but he died with honour. I mean, it's hard to see this now. It's no Ronnie Piper, sadly no longer with us, may rest. But you could say he dies in honour, and I love the bit where he does the middle finger like that before he goes. I thought I had a few chuckles there, even though it was sort of sad. Because he destroys the satellite dish, everybody sees these alien things as what they really are. And there's a funny bit in it where this woman's having intercourse, and it's obviously she's having it with one of these alien things. And he says a line, "Hey man, what you stop for?" And then it just stops like that. End of movie. And I do love a bit where they've got a scene and they've got these two movie tickets talking about how fine movies are, and they sort of mention John Carpenter, which I thought was like a dig at the movie tickets, because as we know, John Carpenter got a lot of shit when he did The Thing because of the special effects, and a lot of people said he's just an influence of science. I got that straight away. I mean, I got that straight a fucking way, straight away. And you know what I mean, that was sort of like John Carpenter doing that at the movie tickets. He was doing that at the movie tickets himself. So I got a few chuckles at that. And then, like I say, They Live, it come out in 1988. Ronnie Piper's brilliant in it. May rest. I know, and blow smoke out this film's ass. But I love this film. I love this film. It's very unestimated. It's a damn good film. It's one of them. If you like The Effacer, if you like V, you're gonna like this film. It's a damn good one. Not a lot of people talk about this film now. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people, and I mean not a lot of people talk about this film now. And it's the same. I've been one of my favourite John Carpenter films. A lot of people think of John Carpenter. You think of The Thing. You think of Halloween. You think of The Fog. But not a lot of people talk about this. Not a lot of people talk about They Live. So deal with it. It's a damn good one. Damn good role for Ronnie Piper. Considering he's never acted before. Would I say it's an action film? Yes and no. There's a few little bits of action there, but I would say it's more science fiction. It's more of a thriller, and it's a good one. A few twists and turns on the way. I think John Carpenter nails that as a director. Definitely shows that no, it's not the history of science. You want to see someone. You want to see history of science. Look at shit like Saw. Look at shit like Human Centipede. That's it. That's flipping science. This, on the other hand, is a good sci-fi film. It's a damn good one, and the hell with it. 10-star rating from me. But until then, be smart, be safe. See you later.